If you need to turn your camera or your mic off, M is for your mic and then V is for your camera. So V.
Okay. Okay. I'm okay. We're good. We
We
good.
good?
Yeah. We're here.
Want to talk behind the scenes with no cam? No, we're
Real quick.
good.
Real quick. Nah, I'll be good. I should be good.
And then inside the browser on the right side is the chat. So
Oh, so I'll
from
see
both of
it.
our chats, you'll see questions and all of
Ooh.
that good stuff. So
Ooh.
yeah, so both of the
Okay.
chats will be combined and everything. And now we're online. I don't have any wild bots spamming the chat today. So
That's good. That's always good.
oh my gosh, it was like, hey, have you rubbed a booty today? I'm like, whoa.
Booty.
Um, excuse me. I need to talk to you
What
real
is
quick.
booty?
Where do we? Why is this happening?
Wait, was that on Twitch or was it on Facebook?
Oh no, it was like it's a bot command. It's like
Oh, okay.
chat can make their own commands, so
Yeah. Yeah.
the wild obsession is there. I'm still trying to figure it out. But tell Tokyo I said hi, and whoever he's on the phone with, say hi too. You gotta turn the game
I was
down
like,
a little bit.
I don't know if he and anybody
It's okay.
he stepped out.
That's
Yeah.
funny. I just love giving him a hard time. It's the best thing in the world.
Wait till he come back. He's like, what? Did you
What
hear me?
happened? I can hear you. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Hi everybody. Hi
Oh,
John. Hi. He said
cause
now at
I'm
the
not vote.
same
Yeah, at the
time.
same damn time. Yeah.
We can see your
Yeah.
messages on either side, so whichever chat you choose to be in is fine.
Yes,
This is
sir.
completely not about me. It is about this beautiful and
Hey,
amazing
chill out.
individual. First off,
Don't
you're
tell
gonna
me.
take my compliments. All right, you're gonna take my compliments and you're gonna embrace them as the reality that is you. Okay. And let me stroke egos today.
Hell, not mine.
We coordinated or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We got the
Oh yeah,
glasses
yeah.
with the
We got the
anime
anime
shirt.
shirts.
Totally unintentional,
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah,
y'all already
we were
know.
linked right here. We just
Yeah, that
knew.
was
We
it.
just
That
knew.
was it. I was like, yo, let me grab my black beanie, something,
Put it
a little
on here,
koofy.
clean.
I don't know. Look.
I got a little dewy on, so
Uh, you got the
something
slick
like
down, so it's to
yeah.
lay it
I had to. I
down.
had to. I
To
had to.
lay it down,
Yeah,
you
for
know?
later, for later.
So tell us about what you're going to do this evening because I'm really excited to hear about it. It's this evening, right?
So what happened was,
Look, because everybody knows I'm usually like, if it's at 4, it's at 4. And I'm usually a no person. However,
I mean, it's still
yeah,
up in the air whether or not it's gonna happen. Like legitimately, it's still up in the air. We were,
my brother,
we
open your
we're we're
eyes.
we're still trying to figure it out. But we were supposed to be going to the weekend concert tonight. He's here, and we've been talking about this for months, dude. We've been talking about this for months. We're like, are we going? Are we not? Are we?
Oh my gosh.
Maybe. Yeah, but we it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. But we might do something else later on tonight
Yeah.
instead. Just because we really don't have time to get there and do what we have to do. But
No
we do
problem.
have other it's not because of you. It had nothing
No.
no. We really don't have the time to do it because we have other stuff that we have to get done with before we go out and do anything. So yeah, we're gonna put that to the side and just let
Put a pin in it.
he there's plenty of concerts that are gonna be we'll be able to go to in the future, so it's fine. But other stuff for sure.
For
Some
sure.
cool stuff for sure tonight. So yeah, we're excited. We're excited. I'm not gonna say it yet. I'm not gonna say it yet, but y'all will be surprised tonight.
So I'm going to do a little formal introduction of this beautiful, wonderful Brooklyn native here, who has been talking about her evening with her honey doo wop.
You
And
laugh.
she's currently based out of Dallas, Texas.
Yes, sir.
And I love that you have coined and token that phrase, neighborhood shapeshifter, that is so attached to you. And it is definitely something that exudes through your passion and how you really drive, even intertwining your Marvel and your
Yes.
horror and how you love all of that and how it just makes up who you are. How did you end up in this space, in this arena in the first place? Like what was
Oof.
your driving factor and how young were you? Because I know you had to be like 5.
No.
So
Okay. So, like, honestly, I didn't know all of this existed. Like, this whole big community of Black content creators. Let's be straight about that. Black content
Mhm.
creators. I didn't know this existed. I didn't know this community existed at all. And I honestly just fell into it because I was doing like my makeup stuff. I started doing it for Halloween mainly because I love Halloween. You guys know I love horror and stuff like that. So I was only doing for Halloween, and then like trickles of like people doing this kind of makeup all the year, all throughout the year. I was like, wait a minute. There's people who out here doing it all 24/7, 365. Bet I could do it too. So then I just like started doing it, and I honestly did not find this community until I want to say 2018 or 2019. I'm gonna say 2019, like right before the vid happened. I want to
Mhm.
say, because shout out to Black Girls Anime, but Black Girls Anime saw my stuff on TikTok and they reposted it. And I, no lie, I was at 2,000 followers at that point.
Oh
2019, I was
wow.
at 2,000 followers on Instagram. They
Mhm.
shared that post. My follow went up to 11,000
That's
just
crazy.
by sharing one post. And I give them all the props in the world for it. I always I'm like, yo, every time I see Eunice, I'm like, yo, you put me on. Like
Mhm.
you kind of helped me get into this community. And like I'm happy here. I found my people, and it's great here. It's amazing.
Right. And it's so refreshing to hear stories of other content creators putting on other content creators, just happenstance, just
Yep.
complete happenstance. It's no intention, no, hey, I'm reaching out to you, hey, I'm doing XYZ. It's, I like your stuff, I think you're dope, let me share it with my community, boom. And
Yeah.
that's exactly who you are. We like your stuff, we think you're dope, and you are a wildfire. So you're trailblazing, and even just being a trailblazer in this community, how have you been able to really fine tune your sound?
So that's I feel like for me, because of what I do, because I don't do just one thing, one set thing all the time. I
Mhm.
kind of like to experiment with what kind of content I'm creating, but it all kind of they all have like similar themes. So like especially with like body painting, I feel like that is something people do not like to touch or even try
Mm.
to get into. So I feel like with me still doing it, it kind of separates me and kind of gives me my own little area. Like this is me
Right.
doing my
Right.
stuff that I know not a lot of people are going to do.
Right.
So with that, that's like the main thing that I know is the difference between me and other creators, is that I do the body painting and I do it well, not to toot my own horn. I've been
You outdo
perfecting
yourself
it.
every time.
I've been
Every time.
perfecting it for so long. Like now I'm like, yeah, I body paint. I body paint because I remember I started doing this in my dad's living room, and he would go to work when I first start, come back after the 9 hour shift, and I'd be just finishing, and he'd be like, "Damn, all day?" And I'm like, "Yeah, daddy, all day." And now I don't even have to do that. I do it 3 hours, 4 hours tops, and I'll be done with whatever paint I'm doing. So like I know this is my stuff. This is my ish.
Right. Right.
This is the difference between me and other creators. I do this.
Right. And see, and that's the thing about being able to find your niche. And then you have creators. I know when I was like, hey, how did you get XYZ? Or blah, blah, blah. You're like, hey, I just reached out to them, or I started tagging them and then they started reaching out to me. There's a gravitas that comes along with knowing what your niche is. And you
Mhm.
found it. You were able to crack that code early on. Even, oh.
Why are you turning around like something? Ooh. that.
How dare you steal my voice, Ursula? Thanks.
Wait
Okay.
a
Hello.
minute.
Wait a minute. All right. But um with you being able to find your niche and drive that and drive the traffic even more to the things that you love, and you're doing things that are passionate about you. When did you find that you wanted to make it a full-time gig? Like, when did you find that, hey, I don't want to pursue this foundation, and we'll get into that in a little bit, but I want to pursue this. This is my baby now. So,
Oh, ooh. Because I feel like it happened during COVID, honestly. Honestly, because once everything shut down and we all lost our jobs, I'm saying all because we all lost our jobs and we were all stuck at
mhm,
home. Um, I had more time to do what I want, like do the creative stuff, right? And like
mhm,
really put my all into what I was creating. And I realized like I was getting back a lot of good positive feedbacks. I was getting a lot more businesses that wanted to work with me and companies that wanted to work with me. I was like, wait a minute. If I can do this 24/7, 365, and I'll be cool with it, and like I'm doing what I love and I'm making
mhm,
money off of it, I think this is good. I think it'll be good. And like and I'm such a head person. Like I'm always in my head about things, and like can I actually afford to be full-time content creator? Because a lot of people, they like jump into wanting to be a full-time content creator and they don't
mhm.
understand, like you have to really break it down. Do you really want to be a full-time creator? Because it's not just a 9 to 5 kind of thing. It's a like you're constantly thinking about what you have to do, and you have a whole bunch of emails to answer, and you have a whole bunch of content to produce, because you're not producing content just for yourself anymore. You're producing content for companies who are going to pay you for it, yes, but you also have to follow every single
Right.
rule or every single thing that they need you to put in the videos. And sometimes you have to record the videos multiple times and like send redrafts, and it's a lot, right? It's a lot. But
Yeah.
I love it. I love it because it's creating. At the end of the day, I'm creating something. I'm creating work and putting it out there for people to digest. And it's I kind of got thrown into being a full-time creator because of everything that happened a few years ago. But
Mhm.
I wouldn't change it for the world. I love it here. It's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of people don't realize that I'm losing my voice, but I think a lot of people don't realize that content creation is not just a full time. When you say, "Hey, I'm a full-time content creator," you're
Mm,
saying, "I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a marketer, I am a salesman, I am a pitcher, I am the type of person that when I wake up in the morning, sometimes I just went to bed 30 minutes ago, and I still have things that are on my plate that are from months ago that
yeah.
will eventually get touched, but right now and I think that that's the thing too is, you have a very keen eye, and that a lot of people have to develop, or they have to go seek out to someone else who can be the person that markets for them or tells them, hey, this is how you do this, this, and this. You might have the look, but you don't have this portion of it. You're not as savvy in certain areas of your lifestyle, and you really have gone through that. Now I feel like a big portion of why you're so successful is not just because you have the look and the personality and the skill, but you also have the back end skill, the things that require both sides of your brain. You're big brain. You use both sides. You know what I'm saying?
I've been trying.
But
I mean,
I think that that has a lot to do with your background too, and I would love for you to just go a little bit more in the emphasis on where you started and how did you switch directions like that? How do you That's a game changer. Like, I know.
it is.
So for those of y'all who don't know, y'all about to find out. So definitely let us know your pronouns. Let us know where you started when it comes to education wise and even career wise and where you were trying to go.
Okay, so pronouns she, her. Yes, yes, yes. Um, Originally, right? Originally. And this has been a thing since I was a child. And nobody put it in my head, no parents, none of that. It was me. It was little Evie sitting there saying she wanted to become a lawyer, right? So I was on the path to becoming a lawyer. I wanted to be a lawyer since I was a little kid because I had it in my head I was going to be a lawyer. Then I was going to be a judge. Then I was going to run for Senate. And then eventually, maybe I will. Somehow, I wanted to become either on the Supreme Court or become the president of the United States. That was my game plan. I was like, probably, I was, what, 7, 8 years old? That was my game plan. That was my
E
game
for
plan. That was
president.
like the whole
E for
thing.
president.
Yes.
I
E
I'm
for
still with that.
president.
I mean, we've got presidents who have never been judges or on Supreme Court or any. We had a whole Cheeto. Come on
Yeah, we
now.
did have a Cheeto Puff. So you might as
So
well just vote me in. I got
it's
you. I would
you
be
might as well
giving
run.
refunds to all the
Right.
college graduates who have
Okay, you
degrees
can't
they're
say it
not
until you get in
using.
office. Look, you can't say it until you can't say it until you get in
Get
office
me into
because you
the
know.
office.
She's like, but on the back end, I got you. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Tax evasion wiped. Okay,
It's all
just
gone. Don't
clear
worry
all the
about it.
taxes. Okay,
We're good.
nobody is in debt.
No
Imagine.
more. Credit scores, they're gone.
We not
You're
worried about
done.
credit
We didn't even
score.
have them. We didn't even
Okay,
have them back then. That's a new
right.
invention. But yeah, I wanted to be a lawyer. So I was in school, like high school programs. I was in the debate team, like all the way through. And then I went to college. And during my college career is when YouTube was really bumping and moving, right? And I used to watch YouTubers like Raven Elise TV and Bree Hall. I used to watch them all the time, and I was like, damn, I could be doing this too because I love like getting to know people and I love creating stuff. Like those were my two
Mhm.
things. And in college, I was actually part of there's this program or this thing where it was called College Fashionistas, and you used to like go out, take pictures and cool stuff, or take pictures of other people and then write up a little something, like you were working for a magazine company or whatever. And then I was like, you know what? I don't really like this thing, but I like where the direction is going. So I want to do something creative. So then, like probably my senior year of college, because I also did not wear makeup. Did not wear makeup at all. So senior year of
That is
college,
a shocker. That's
I did
crazy.
not
Okay.
touch it. I did not touch it until my senior year of college. I started playing with makeup and then started doing like Halloween looks for makeup. And I was like, this feels nice. And I was still doing the law thing. And then I had a class, an elective for, I believe it was like an advertisement class, right? Something simple, something easy to do. But when I got in there, I was like, oh, I kind of like this. I like creating, campaigns and all this stuff. I was like, shit, did I do the wrong thing? Did I just go to college
Wow.
for 4 years just just to not use this degree? So then I finished off, got the degree, and I was like, ugh, I don't even want to go to law school at this point. Like, I don't want to do it. Like, I'm not passionate about it anymore. Like, sure, I can do it and it's easy because I'm really good at law stuff. Like, legal stuff, I love it. Business law, love it, love it, love it. But passionate about it, I wouldn't say I was passionate about it anymore. I wouldn't say I was passionate about it anymore by the time I got out of college. And then I will say I was a little bit discouraged as well from hearing what other people who already did the law school thing, got their license to practice law in multiple states, and after they were doing they did not like it. They
Mm,
did not like it. So and they ended up quitting being a lawyer and working in something else that they were passionate about. And I was like, I don't want to have to do all of that to find out I'm not
right.
passionate about this. If I'm finding
Right.
out now, fine. I'm finding out now, but I need to find something else because
Right.
I don't want to be unhappy for the rest of my life.
Right.
Yeah, sure, money, but unhappy. I couldn't.
Right.
I was like, no, I can't. But I do feel like all the knowledge that I've gotten from studying law for so long, or studying the process and like how my mind works and breaking things up, definitely helped me when it comes to content creation. Definitely helped me. Definitely. Because a lot of the times when it comes to law, you have to do a lot of research, and you have to really be thorough about the things that you're putting out, or like your things that you're doing, because you do not want things to go haywire, or you're missing this so and so document. So I'm like very thorough when it comes to stuff like that, and I think that definitely helped with what I do now, because I am very thorough when it comes to creating content. I do a lot of research when it comes to companies and like what they're looking for and what they usually put out. So it goes hand in hand. I know it's
Right.
law and it's like a completely different thing. Also, it helps with contracts, because a lot of
Yeah,
people,
I was gonna say.
a lot of these content creators nowadays do not read the contract, and they don't pay attention to wording. And a lot of companies get away with certain things because of that, because they know how to sneak in
Mhm.
different weird languages inside our documents, and then they think they could get away with it, but then they have me. You give me those contracts, I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it thoroughly. I'm going to see when you're going to have how long are you going to have my stuff, and like, is it worth it to give them the rights to certain products or certain things that
Right.
I'm giving them, like. But a
Right.
lot of new content creators don't understand that. They won't
Right.
read it. They'll just sign it. They see a pretty penny and then they'll sign it, and then they're kind of screwed later
Right.
on.
Like, how
So
long is my content going to be staying up there? Is there a
exactly.
renegotiation after the content time has already dissolved?
Hmm.
Those are things that you might feel like, okay, is this something I really want to do? However, it could just be the avenue of law that you were going down that may
Hmm.
not have been a good fit, because eventually there may be a day where you don't want to create content anymore.
Yeah.
And now you can be a content manager. You can be the person who goes over contracts for certain people. You could even work with networks like SAG. So, and they have a lot more available to content creators like us, people who do podcasts, people who just create, visual content or video content. And they are looking for people who can be the lawyer to
Yeah.
step in, or be the person that'll be the middleman. Hey, this contract is not good for you. You'll want to renegotiate this, and this portion.
Yeah.
So that ends up putting you at a higher position when it comes to longevity, even in the content creator space.
This is true.
So, in the event that you did end up sick, God forbid, but in the event you did end up sick, you have the ability to be more flexible on other ends. And I'm
Exactly.
very proud of you for that. That is dope as hell, and that's a lot of work, okay?
It was so
So, I have a master's degree I don't use.
master's degree in what?
I have a master's degree I don't use. No, I have a master's degree in business, but, it
Okay, okay,
specializes
okay.
in human resources. So,
Okay.
I ain't in human resources, but hello, may I help you? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
when I say, um, it's hard to make those decisions, but it's easy because it's about you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It
It's a
definitely
hard
is.
decision to make, but it's an easy decision because now you're in a happier place and you've now extended your life for 20 years, 30 years more, because you're
Instead of
not
being
as
stressed.
stressed out. Exactly. You're not
Mm-hmm.
as stressed. And life is going to bring you stressors. What are some of the things that you do as mental health checks for yourself? Like,
Ooh.
hey, I need to slow this down, or I'm a timeout. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I love the fact, and this is what I love the most about you. You said, let me check my calendar before I commit, because I know I have XYZ to do. I just don't remember when. And that transparency made me respect you even more.
Yeah,
So,
because
what
it's a
is yours?
lot.
Yeah, what is
It's
your mental health check?
so okay. When I feel like it's coming to that point where things are gonna get hectic, or things are just overwhelming, or like I just need to slow down, I completely just shut it off. Like I shut off. No streaming, no creating content, no going on social media too much, because that could be overwhelming as well. Like I will stay off Twitter, especially. I won't I will not turn on my computers. I will not turn on my computers. I will sit there and watch TV. I will cuddle up with my cat, talk to my roommate, because she usually helps me a lot during that. Talk to close friends. Or sometimes I won't even talk to them. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I just shut down completely. So, and like that's not a healthy way to handle it, but it's the only way I know how to handle it right now because I don't got a therapist. But I completely shut out everything. Kind of just like, all right, it's just me. It's me time. And I just relax, watch my favorite K-dramas or watch like favorite movies, watch some scary movies too, because that always puts me in a better mood. And I will just snack and chill because I need to cut it off. Because if I don't cut it off, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be it's chaos will reign, and then I will create content that I'm not gonna enjoy. It don't look right sometimes, and I used to do that. I used to create content, put it out there when I wasn't in the best headspace, and people can tell. People will hit me up and be like, yo, you don't look like yourself right now. You don't look happy in this video. Are you okay? Like, and I don't want that. You don't want to put out content and people know stuff's not okay. You're not you're not fine.
You can cuss. Look how you can.
No,
You
I
can
was
cuss.
like, I don't know if I can.
You're fine. You're fine.
I don't know.
We just had a whole conversation about Squirtle, so we're fine.
Yeah.
We're good. What is your favorite self-care tip? Like, what do you? I know you have your mental health check, but what is your self-care tip?
Self-care? Ooh. I don't know. Self-care. Like, give me some examples of what
Um,
you're.
I have a heart glitter face mask that is like amazing. So it's like a hydro
Like
mask.
skincare stuff.
Yeah, like you're
Like a
just you're
wind
that's my
down.
self-care. Like a glass of wine, face mask, and I got my feet up watching some anime. That's it.
That's
That's my
true. That's true.
self-care.
That's true.
You
That's
know,
true. I feel like I'll do a bubble bath. A bubble
bubble
bath.
bath. Yes.
Watching my favorite
Yes.
show that I'm watching, especially Love Island. That combo gets me right every time because their drama is way bigger than whatever I got going on. It takes my mind off everything. But bubble
Oh my
baths for sure.
gosh.
You get the what are they called? They're like in the blue packages.
The
It's like the bubble bath, and they have like their salts and stuff.
the Dr. Teals or
Yes,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, this will be sponsored by Dr. Teals or speaking into existence. So look, thank you for the confirmation. But
Yes.
and for those of you guys, I know you said you didn't have a therapist, but for those of you guys who are looking for some help or any type of code or just something to try out, please make sure you hit me up in my DMs. We are partnered with Better Health over here in the Dapper Garden. So we will do our best to get you at least a discount code. I know I used most of them, not for myself, but I gave
What
out
you
most of
already
the free 3-month therapy. So I don't know how many I have left.
Damn.
However, they do give me more codes when I ask.
Okay.
So if you need a therapist or you want, just somebody to talk to, family counseling or anything like that, please make sure that you guys hop in my DMs or in my Discord or wherever, one of them socials, and we'll see what we can do to get you some help.
Yes.
So we've heard part of the origin story. However, you have this cute picture of you as this little girl. I'm not going to put it up, but it's going to be somewhere around here on YouTube. But of you as a little girl. And you were talking about where you started, like your origin story, and understanding who you were back then and understanding the difference between that and right now. So are you on your journey where you're apologizing for the things that you weren't really sure of as a little kid? Right, tiny Eve. What does that origin story look like?
Ooh, little tiny Eve. Okay.
Mhm,
Well,
mhm.
tiny Eve. Uh she is completely different. And I always tell people like this is how I was back then. They're like, "No. No, that wasn't you. No, absolutely not." I'm like, "Yeah, dude. Yes, if you ask any of my friends from like the little friends I had from like elementary school or junior high school, I was a very shy and quiet kid. Like it was insane. So I'm from Brooklyn, right? I'm in a big family. I'm huge family. I'm like one of the younger kids in the family, right? And there's
Hold
a
on,
there,
wait. I gotta do this one. Excuse me. I'm calling Cap. She's lying. I mean, dang, we ain't got
no,
long
I'm
to
so
interview.
serious. I'm so serious.
No, but yo, that's
Not a bully. I was not a
crazy.
bully. I was a very shy child. I was like terrified of doing speeches, projects. I'm in a big family, but like my voice definitely got muffed, like, by having a big
Mhm.
family and like having it be mainly men, mainly boys in my family. So it's
Mhm.
like me being able to voice my opinion or just speak up in general was very hard. So then that translated to school. I did not talk. I wouldn't raise my hand for anything. And like, I did my work. I was a smart kid, but participation, trash. Trash. So,
Mhm.
and my teachers saw that too. They saw like I was very quiet. They tried to get me to talk and stuff. And it got to the point to where when I hit high school, I was doing the same thing. And I transferred. Okay, we didn't move around, but I've been to a lot of schools. And that was my third high school at that point. And
Mm.
I was like, what have I done? Like, I'm seeing everyone enjoy themselves. And like, it was like Spirit Week. And I'm seeing everyone enjoy themselves with their friends and stuff. And I'm like looking at what I'm doing. I was by myself, quiet. Like, I didn't have anyone around me. So I'm like, what am I doing? I'm sitting here wasting my life, just focused on school, nothing else. No outside friendships, no going out with friends, none of that. Like, my experience was completely different from everybody else's experience in high school. So I was like,
Mhm.
I have to change this because it's not them, it's me. I'm closed off. I'm not talking. I'm not doing anything. So I was like, you know what? Let me write this letter. I legitimately I legitimately wrote myself a letter to future self, to college Evie, and was like, you have to do this. You have to be outgoing. You have to get
Aw.
you have to join clubs, join a sorority, do something because you're not happy right now. So when I got to high school, my and it was a project in class, but it wasn't specifically write a letter. But my teacher ended up mailing it to me afterwards, like after I had went off to college. She mailed it to me and I read it and I was like, oh. Oh, because I definitely did everything I said I was gonna do. I was more
Yeah.
outgoing. I joined clubs. I joined a dance team. I joined volleyball clubs. I joined sorority. And like, I was doing everything I said I was going to do because I was like, you know what? I can't waste any more time. I can't waste my life. I cannot do it. Uh, Everything was going by and I wasn't enjoying anything. I wasn't creating any kind of memories, any type of memories. And like, once high school hit, once college hit, I was like, yep, it is time. So shy, quiet, like I was so quiet. My fifth grade teacher, I remember he said the he said to my dad during parent teacher conference, he was like, oh, I love Evie because she is just so quiet and she doesn't bother nobody. She just does her work. She's silent. I wish I could just clone her and replace all the kids with her because I wouldn't have to deal with any kind of noise or anything else. She would just
Ah,
do her work. And I was like, I used to take that as a compliment. I was like, but then at the same time, it's like, damn, I was that
dang.
quiet.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't do any, like, come on. So yeah, that was Little Eve. Little Eve was a very shy, quiet person. The only time I wasn't shy was when I was beating up my little brother. But
Oh
that's
my
that's that's different.
lord.
That's different
But
because
that's
he was
siblings.
annoying.
um, what is a resource that you didn't know that you needed that you recently found?
Oh. A resource. Oh, that's hard. What
Mhm.
the heck?
I gave you these questions
I
earlier.
know, I know, and I still failed the test. uh,
Mhm.
I will say something that's helped me a lot more is it's those, I don't even know what to call them because it's one of those like websites where they have just a whole bunch of content creating jobs basically.
Mhm.
That on the long
Like
run.
an influencer website, a website.
basically. It's one of
Okay.
those. And I've signed up for one or two before, but I was just not feeling it. And now I feel like I've been finding better ones, better websites, and I have been sharing it in my Discord. If you're in my Discord, you know what I'm talking about. um and I feel like those sources definitely help me out with getting jobs and filling gaps, because when you're content creating and it's full-time jobs, there's going to be gaps where there's no brands reaching out to you and you don't know what to do. So I'm like, you know what? Let me stop messing around and let me start looking for the jobs myself, because they're not always going to find me. So
Mhm.
there's a site in particular. It's called Inspire. Um and I love it so much so far. It lines me up with amazing jobs, and they give you an opportunity to give your price and like what you can do for them and examples of your work, which a lot of sites don't do that. They don't let you give examples of your work, which I feel like most of the times that kind of ruins it for you, because they don't know what your work looks like. So I send them my best video, which is my Harry Potter video. It's my favorite video in the whole wide world. And I send that out, and I've been getting responses. And I love the fact that I've been getting responses, because a lot of
That's
these other
dope.
sites, you won't get a response because they don't know your work. And with this,
Right.
I'm gonna plug y'all in, Inspire, because it's amazing. It's
That's
amazing.
dope. That's dope. And see, and that's the kind of thing that it's free game, but a lot of content creators do what we're kind of used to in the anime community is them gatekeeping.
Mm,
And I find it so weird that creators gatekeep free stuff,
all the time.
free information, or free apps, or free, like, it's literally free
Yep.
for you to just say, "Hey, this is what I use." You're not going to lose any of your own business. It's
Nope.
literally a gift. And gifts, when you give gifts, you get gifts back. That's just how the
All the
universe works.
time.
That's how God works. So, what are some of the pet peeves of the things in this realm right now? Since we talking
Ooh,
about gatekeepers.
in the content creation world,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. And I know people are usually in the, like, they have a good heart when they're doing this,
Mhm.
but I it's a pet peeve of mine when people like give me suggestions on what to do, like next, like
Mm.
what character to cosplay next. I hate that, because it's so hard to cosplay in general, because it's my money that I have to put out there. So then when I'm getting a whole bunch of suggestions of this character, this character, this character, this character, it's like, okay, but who's going to pay for all this?
That part.
Who's paying for all this? Like, I just got another suggestion for a Street Fighter character, and I like her design. I mess with her design. I mess with her design OD, but I can't afford her design. I cannot afford it, because it's pieces, it's hair, it's make, it's like there's so much that I have to do.
Right.
Yes, Kimberly. Yes, it's Kimberly from Street Fighter, and I love her design. But I don't like when people do that, because I already have, you don't know what I'm already working on, right? You don't know what I'm already working on. And then on top of that, I also need to do stuff that people are asking me to bring back as well. And sometimes I get suggestions and I'm like, I already did that. You don't
Mhm.
even mess with my content that much that you don't even realize that I've done this character. So why are you
Mm.
suggesting characters, and then I'm gonna have to send you a video of me doing that character because I already did it. And then sometimes I would do a character that people suggest and they don't even mess with the post. And I'm like,
But you suggested this.
you said you wanted this.
That is
Is
definitely
this not enough?
that's a great pet peeve.
I'm like, oh my
That
god,
was a
it's,
great one. Oh,
like, please,
yeah,
what do
that was
you
great.
what more do you want from me? But yeah, that's the main one. I mean, other stuff bothers me as well, but like that one, it be
Yeah.
hitting me, and I'm like, come on,
Look, don't
man.
let it be on a day that you've already had, like, one of them days and you just looking
Yeah,
like,
I'm like, I'm gonna just turn this off because I
"Sir."
can't respond right now. I can't respond.
Mhm.
Maybe I'm gonna swipe and delete the comment because I can't do this right now.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite social media platform?
Ooh, okay, but what do you? I need specifics, right? Because
What is your favorite
is it?
social media platform? It doesn't matter what it's so everything
Oh,
on
I
the
got
internet is
this.
basically social media at this point. There's a
Yeah,
DM, there's a chat room, there's a post in everything. So which one is your favorite?
it's Twitter.
Okay. I could
It's
see it.
there's something about Twitter.
I
It's
could
just
see it.
the most hilarious platform. Everything is on there. You got your videos, you got your tweets, but the way that they've done it is that the videos don't overshadow the tweets. Instagram.
And they definitely are turning into TikTok, as they
They are
said.
definitely turning into TikTok. So it's like I that is the probably the one platform I do not like.
Oh,
Out of all of them, that's the one it's at the bottom tier. But Twitter's my favorite. It's my favorite because there's always something wild on there. Always something wild. I get a lot of love. I get to respond to people and like actually get to know people on there and like really and you're really interacting with people on Twitter. And I enjoy it a lot. I enjoyed it a lot.
I'm
Except for when
glad.
they suspended me last year. But
Oh,
we ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that. They don't like music on there. But I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson.
on Twitter?
Yeah. That's why I have 2 accounts.
Oh,
That's why I have 2 accounts.
look.
That's exactly why. Yep.
Well, that happened. Look, well, that happened, but that makes sense. Look,
Mm.
IG exposed, but Twitter exposed as well. Twitter was wilding. Um, Twitter has a dark space, and then it also we have Black Twitter,
Oh, Black
and
Twitter is Twitter. What do you
it
mean?
is it is the entirety of Twitter, and then there's the other section. So
Yeah,
you
it's
know the
the other
pie
section.
chart, and then that little tiny slice that looks like it might be just a line. That's the rest
Yeah, that's
of
the rest
Twitter.
of the
What is your favorite clothing accessory?
Oof. Oof.
I'm
Oh,
going with
socks.
the good things.
Socks. I love me a good socks.
Saki.
I love me a good socks, especially when it's like it has some kind of characteristics to it. So I just started collecting. I will say, yeah, I'm starting a collection because it's like horror themed socks. I have a Freddy, I have a Jason, and I just added a bloody sock to my collection. So yes,
Yes.
hot topic.
Come on. Christmas is around the corner, you guys.
Yes,
And just know
yes,
she probably is going to add a whole bunch to her Amazon wish
yes.
list.
I need an
Don't
EV
forget it.
sock. I need
Ooh, that'll
a
be cute.
Pokemon. Oh, see, I'm ready. The wheels are turning. The wheels are turning.
Socks have so many different variations and variants to them. So that is
Yes, I
a
love my
perfect one.
socks. They said my
Um,
nose ring. I was. I mean, is
mm,
that like? Is that clothing?
that's
That's
accessory. Is it
accessories.
clothing? No, I think it's just jewelry.
It's just jewelry.
It's just
I
jewelry.
do love it though.
However, yeah, see, I'll let y'all keep the septums, okay? I got the nose thing and it's still bothering me. So this thing, nah. Comes back with 6 more piercings. Uh, what is a positive affirmation you tell yourself daily? I'm good. Look,
Oh, you're good. You something else. You something else.
but
Um,
definitely.
this is something that goes along with the whole letter thing that I had wrote to myself, and it was, "You're never gonna see these people ever again."
Oh,
You are never gonna see these people ever again, or these people are not gonna be. They're not basically they're not deciding factors of what you're gonna do in life. So, or what you're doing right now, or what are you doing in general. Um, and I started thinking that way because of the fact that I was moving from different schools all the time, and like I would lose connection with a lot of people from the schools before. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to see these people ever again. And that's how I think about a lot of things. Like it's okay that I'm doing what I'm doing. It's fine. Like none of these people's opinions should matter. It's all about what I care. Like what does Evie think? Is Evie okay with this? Is Evie going to be fine with it? Okay. None of these people matter. It's about what you want to do. That's all it is. So I always say like you're not gonna see these people ever again. It's
mhm.
okay. And yeah, I mean it's pretty harsh, but like in my head, it's not like I'm actually never gonna see these people again. It's just like their opinion should not be more important than my opinion. in the long run. So I say that a lot, especially when I'm doing something for the first time or doing something different from what I usually do. That's what I like to say to myself.
I like that though. That's the right mentality to have, especially in this space, because sometimes we'll do things that might embarrass us a little bit, and then you're just like, I don't have to see these people.
For real,
I'm gonna be
don't
over
have to.
here. Yeah, I'm gonna be over here.
I'm good.
Yeah, and oh goodness, what do you see for your brand in the next few months?
Next few months.
Yeah, this last
Oof.
quarter of the year.
Oof.
It's when the glasses get steamy. Yeah, we getting in there.
I would really, and I'm working on it, right? I've been working on this for a minute, but I'm just so particular about things I put out. I really want to create merch. I want to put out merch for myself. Like
I'm sorry.
I no, it's okay.
Wild sound. Wild sound. I can only imagine.
I really want to put out merch. But I want it to be something unique to myself, right? And that's what we all want to do, is create something that's unique to ourselves and that people are going to like and people are going to enjoy and want to, buy it and wear it and rock it. And there's such a thought process through it, and trying to find like an artist and like everything.
I already
Everything.
know. Look, you ain't got to tell me.
It's a struggle, dude. But I feel like it's time for me to do it, because I built up this, this community, and I feel like I'm always like, oh, my zombie apocalypse squad, blah blah blah, yada yada, and we have nothing to show for it. Like, we don't have anything that's gonna be like, yo, tag me real quick so that I know that you were part of the squad. Like, nothing. All we have is our chats and our demon times, and that is fine. It is fine. But I do want to put out something so that I can, like, if I'm at a con and I see someone rocking the shirt, I'll be so ecstatic. I'll be so happy, and I want to like hug them and like, show some love. So I would want that for my brand, for myself, because I need it. I need something like, I'm here. I feel like that would be the one thing.
Okay. So that's the next step.
Yes, that's definitely the next step.
Look, we already got the ball rolling here. It's already what is spoken is rolling. Okay.
And I'm gonna buy it. Yeah.
Ooh, who inspires you currently?
Ooh. Let me pull out the list. I did.
You only get one. Look,
wait, one.
I'm kidding.
Okay. I'll stick it to. I'm gonna do 3. I'm gonna say 3. Yeah, for sure. And these are people who've constantly been in one of my biggest inspirations, and they just continue to do the damn thing. Bree Hall. Okay. If y'all know Bree Hall, she does editing herself. She cosplay. She started to cosplay more often. She does it all herself. She does the editing herself. She creates amazing content. She's super gorgeous. Everything about her personality, everything. And I've been following this girl since high school, and she has not changed, not one bit. Her content has always been a very creative platform. Super creative girl. And she's probably one of the few people. She's her, and then there's Miles J, who used to do like he does wig reviews and all that stuff on YouTube. And he also does creative videos as well. And I learned a lot of my editing stuff from the two of them. That's why I edit the way I do. That's why I create like all those like weird transitions and all that stuff. It's from them, because I saw what they were doing and I was like, oh, I could totally do this. This is right up my alley. And I started incorporating it into my YouTube videos. If you guys don't know, I have YouTube. I'm not active. I started
we plugging everything right here, okay? Right here, right now.
I incorporated them into my wig reviews on YouTube at the start of the video, and I was like, man, 5 seconds, it's not enough. Let's do a little bit more. So now I started doing it on Instagram, and that's where those two inspired me for that. And then the third person, her name is Jordan Hans. She's a body painter. A lot of people don't know who she is. I understand, but she's the reason why I body paint. She is where I learned all of my body painting skills from. She's amazing at it. She was the Mixed Face Awards a couple of years back too, and that's how I found her in the first place. And it's incredible what she does. She does it on Twitch now too, and yeah, she's just taught me so much, and I was able to like actually speak to her and like really get to know her and get advice from her, and it's helped me so much in the long run, so much. And I'm like super grateful for that I was able to even talk to her about body painting in general. And I would say those the three that have really influenced what I do and really put me on this path. So I will say those three for sure.
Definitely, definitely. A big three.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll
Big three.
incorporate their links
Yes.
later. Um, so you'll be able to find this VOD on YouTube with all of the details and on Facebook with all of the details. But please don't forget. Do you have a Facebook?
Listen, I do have a Facebook, but it's not, it's like, it's one of those Facebooks that are attached to the Instagram, and then it just automatically uploads whatever I posted on Instagram.
So
you could follow me, but I want to
the
tweak it. I want to make
following
it more.
there is not interactive.
It's not.
So
It's
no,
not.
she don't have Facebook. But you can find her there.
It's there, but I'm not
However,
there.
but she's not there, and that automation is cool. It's cool and all. However,
yeah, just stick to the others. Don't even bother
right,
with Facebook.
right. You could find her there, but she's
Yeah.
not there.
I'll get it. I'll get it running
Ooh.
soon.
What is the newest thing that you found out about yourself that you love?
Oh,
I'm
the
just-
newest thing.
It's got to be the newest.
No, that's not new. I will say, oh, newest thing. Newest?
I just want to throw it out there. I gave her all these questions.
Yes, you did. Yes,
before
you did.
we got here.
Yes, you did.
But it's different when you're being asked the questions. It's one thing when you skim through them, and then it's a totally different thing when you actually are in the process of asking them. So we can come back to that.
I'm not Batman, okay?
But while you're thinking of that,
yeah.
I know this is an easy one.
Okay, I got this.
What partnerships would you like to see in the future?
Oh, for me?
Mm-hmm.
I would love some more Crunchyroll stuff. I would love to actually work with them, because right now I've gotten an interview from them. Yes, they posted the interview and all that stuff. That was amazing. I didn't know it was gonna be posted like that, but nonetheless, it was amazing. But I would love to do some work with them. I would also love to work with Hot Topic, like actually work with them, because right now I am an ambassador for them, but it's not like really working with them, you know?
Right.
So I would love to do something with Hot Topic. I would love to do something with Crunchyroll, and I would love. I would be crying if I ever got the opportunity to do something with Monkey Paw Productions. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. It could be anything. I would love. That's like my number one
really
goal. Work for a Monkey. I want to work with Jordan Peele so badly. And like the man knows my work, so I'm just waiting for the day. If y'all go to Jordan Peele Instagram, y'all might see somebody y'all recognize. But I ain't saying nothing else. But I would love to work with that man. He's amazing. He's a genius in the horror film. I would love that.
Right. And the ball that he has rolling is so huge right now.
Yes.
And even just how he drives the traffic to all of his movies. So I could really, really see you in some of his future productions. Oof. That'll be amazing. Ooh, goosebumps. Hello. Deja vu. Let's solidify it.
Yes.
Oh, goodness. What was the one thing that made you feel like it was something that you wanted to do? This was something that you wanted to do.
Like content creating in general.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I will say it was my first like DM that I got from somebody saying like they needed help with body painting. It's usually mainly body painting, but it was the first time someone had asked me about it. And like I just kind of like something in me was like, I can help you. I got you. And I just gave them so much information about body painting that they didn't ask for. They didn't ask for it. They just asked me where I got the body paint from. But I was like, oh, you can get this, you can get this palette. And then if you want, you could get A, B, and C because you need D, E, and F. And I was just, and I'm sure that girl was like,
Tossing all. I just wanted to know.
she just wanted one link. She just wanted a link, but I wanted to help her so like completely because I was like, "Oh, you want to join this field? I got you." And I was sending her like people who body paint. Like it was kind of embarrassing because I was doing the most, but at the same time, it was my first time getting a message like that, and I was like, yes,
Mhm.
yes. And every time someone is like tagging me and like, "Oh, someone needs help with body paint," I'm like, it's go time. Let me
Over there
go ahead and
cracking
send all
knuckles
that
and
link.
everything.
Yes. And I love because I always want to help people out in the community, and always want to. I'm not afraid to tell you like, oh, this is where I got this. This is where I got that. That one don't. I know you like this hair, but I didn't like it that much. But if you want to get it, here the link. You know, like stuff like that.
I didn't like it that much. It was perfect. That's it. That's the one.
But that's that first time I got that comment or that message. That really made me like, yeah, I want to do this. I want to be here for all of this. I'm here for it. I love it here. Just that type of interaction really made me super happy, super happy. So yeah, yeah.
Ooh, that I love interactions like that because when you get somebody who is just like, "Oh shoot, I didn't even know you were gonna respond."
Mhm. Yep.
That's the best one.
Yep.
And they're like, she actually responds to her DMs. She actually okay, don't flutter with the DMs though.
Yeah. That. Come on
Hi,
now. Y'all
randomly
know.
doesn't work for me. So
Yeah.
I could only imagine. It doesn't work
It.
for me. I could only imagine. Oh my goodness. What's the last book you read?
Oof,
Manga included. That's a book.
oof. Look at me skimming through my head. The last book I read. Um. mm, It's been a few years. I'm not gonna hold you, and it sucks because I just bought a book that was recommended to me by Keats, and I don't even remember the title of that, so I can't even tell you that book because I didn't even start that one. Um, but probably the last book I read was some scary. It was something scary. Um, what was it called?
I'll
It was a
catch her in the
scary freaking book about some old house and an attic. I cannot even tell you. I could not tell you what the book was. I'm gonna be honest. I can't tell you what the book was, but it was scary. It was real scary. But I did not have the title. I did not have the title in my head.
Look, flowers in the attic.
No, I will say if you guys do like scary stuff, but you don't have time to read a big old book, read Fear Street books.
Hmm.
Fear Street. It's like the older version of the Goosebumps, and it is by R.L. Stein. I used to run through those books all the time, and they're amazing, and they're creative, and they're scary. And I know that Netflix has the Fear Street movies, the 3 movies that came out, but ignore them because the books are way better. The books are amazing. So if you liked Goosebumps as a child, you will love Fear Street now. And yeah, that'll be my. I will say it was a Fear Street book.
That's the
No,
takeaway.
no, for
So
real, for real.
we're circling back
Yes,
to what's the
read
newest
those.
thing?
What?
What's the newest thing that you found that you love about yourself?
Oh yeah, okay. The newest thing I found that I love about myself is that I am not afraid to try new things. I
I like
am
that.
not afraid of it, and because of the whole shyness thing, I did not want to do much growing up. I did not want to do anything new, and now I'm traveling places Like this last year alone is probably the most I've traveled in my whole life. I'm traveling places. I'm trying new things. I went to a spa where people get undressed, and I was not ready for that. I
Why
was
would
not
people get
ready for that,
undressed?
but I tried it. I tried it, and I ended up liking it. But yeah, I've been trying new things, and I think that's what I'm really enjoying, loving about myself right now, is that I am open to trying new things and not like being hesitant about it, or not just shutting it down automatically. I've been trying it. I've been doing that.
Perfect.
I've been doing that. Yes.
Perfect. What is one major key that you would like to share along your journey? And then we'll get into some Q&As from the chat because I
Okay.
know they want to ask some things.
Hey, y'all keep it clean in there. Y'all keep it clean.
I'm gonna open a door, but what's one major key? And it's gonna be you, big
One,
screen.
oh, you're sick. Ah, y'all can see my pores. Oh no. Oh, okay. So one major key. Is it just for content creating? She gone. Damn, Medusa. Oh, okay. If it's content creation and I say one major key is just to keep being yourself. Do not try to uh change your personality for anything else for anyone, honestly, because I feel like if you're not yourself in this world of content creating, and if you're not just being genuine in what you're doing, you're gonna lose yourself. You're gonna lose yourself in the content creation world, because it's easy to, because there's so many of us in this world. There's not me glowing. I'm not glowing. There's so many of us in this world, and you can get lost in the sauce if you're trying to imitate imitate other people's personalities, or trying to do what exactly other people are doing. So if you were to get into this position, right, just stick to being yourself. Just stick to being yourself, and creating content that kind of, you know, just I don't know how to say it. How to it kind of just like boost, or like really emphasize that you are genuine about this stuff, because people can see it. People can definitely see when you're not you're acting. You're putting on a front. So and that usually turns people off of you. So I would say definitely try to be yourself in this world, because it's so easy to get lost. And that's such a generic thing. Be yourself, but it's true. It's so true. It is a generic thing, but it's true, because there's a lot of people I've seen just switch up personalities and try to mimic other personalities, and it's like, dude, that's not what people fell in love with you for. You gotta stay yourself when you're doing this, because it's gonna backfire on you. All right, Medusa,
And
smile.
I'm smiling because I think it's great advice that a lot of creators give, but the elaboration was the key
Mm-hmm.
because we deal with a lot of imposter syndrome that a lot of people don't understand.
Yes.
Or if they're not in this space, they won't understand. They won't ever be able to understand. Oh, well, how come you were up until 5 o'clock in the morning? You should have just taken this, this, and this. Girl, if you don't get out of my face.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? Like the suggestions that someone who works a regular secular job doesn't understand someone who works an entrepreneurial style job. And even other entrepreneurs don't understand other entrepreneurs, or even other streamers don't understand other streamers. When she's saying be you, it's an absolute of be you.
mm-hmm.
And even being you is, if you need to reinvent yourself along the way, that's okay too.
Yes.
If you need, but it's you
Yeah.
reinventing yourself, not taking on someone else's identity.
Exactly. And I see
So,
somebody, the secret weapon said, everybody want to be Corey or Berlin or RDC or Kai. Be yourself.
facts.
Yes, I see it.
Be
I see it
yourself.
every
That's facts.
day. People are mimicking the bigger streamers or the bigger content creators, and it's like, no,
Mhm.
we already have them. We need you. We don't
Right.
need anyone else. We need you. So
Mhm.
just do that. You'll
Right.
be all right.
Right. And even even in trying to find your identity and playing around with that,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Understand, some people, you're gonna have people that fall off from that, and that's okay too. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
"Ooh, I don't like who they are in this season. Let me go." And they'll come back if they're, they really rock with you. They'll come back. If not,
Yes.
you know where they stand. That's okay. So we're gonna open it up for Q&A.
All
Sorry for
right.
putting you on blast. You already know. We moved some things around, so I had to move some things around too.
It's okay.
But here
We
we are. hmm Oh, I like that. Aloe said, when you try too hard to act like someone else, it looks corny as fuck.
It definitely
It does.
does. It
Yeah,
definitely does.
that's facts. That's facts. And I like that. Everybody wants to be everybody else. Be yourself.
Yes.
That's facts. Why both of the eyebrows? Listen.
Eh,
Listen.
one of them is we just gonna cover, but
Oh,
the rest.
okay.
Yes.
Look.
Yes.
So let's see. The few months of being a part of your
Ah,
community. See, and
Cheeto
that look,
boy.
love on her. Throw it all. Throw it all. That's what this is for, is loving on her and all of her excellence and her beauty. And
My mods are
listen.
trying to get a raise. That's crazy.
That's
Nah,
all we
I
can ask for
appreciate
that.
them. I appreciate you, Cheetah boy.
Let's see. So, first question is, what advice would you give to balancing and trying to build your platform and working a regular job? Question mark. Sometimes it's like there's not enough time for both.
Oh, okay. Because I definitely did this. I balanced having a regular job and content creation. So I used to do this thing where I would have block days. Now, block days, sometimes during the week, I would only have one of them, right? So the block days would be the day I would be recording and creating content just for the whole day. As soon as I wake up, I know I have to do A, B, and C. So I would be doing that. I don't have time to do anything else. It's just those things. And for those who don't know, when I created Real Housewives of Konoha, I was working I had full-time hours at Sephora. So I had to use those days where it was just like, okay, I have one day off. I have to turn into 3 characters and record it all and record a whole bunch of videos with these 3 characters because my next block day is on, let's say that was a Sunday, my next block day would be on Thursday. So that day I was just p- pounding out videos and content, and I had to wake up early and get them out of the way. It is hard, but the results, you're going to love them. And I feel like if you're really serious about content creating, you have to do it. You have to do it. And you also have to keep your job because that's where you're getting paid. You're not getting paid for content creation. So if you really want to create content, you're gonna have to do block days. And I feel like block days, I learned this from a creator called Tima Loves Lemons. She's on Instagram and YouTube. She used to do the same thing. She had a full-time job and she was content creating, and she would have block days where she would just recording content, a whole bunch of content, just so that by the time after you spent that whole day creating it, you have 5 videos ready to go, then you take your time releasing them until your next block day, so that way you don't have to stress out about creating content every single day after work. You just had your day off, create that content and put it out there slowly, so that by the time you have your next block day or your day off, basically, you create content. Now, I will say it kind of messes with your personal life as well if you're trying to use that extra day off to, spend time with your family. So I will say, if you have 2 days off during the week out of your 7 days, you could use one day as your block day and one day as your personal day. Just know that for your block day, you have to create content that will kind of stretch throughout the week. Even if you were to do, like, let's say you post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then just kind of stretch the other 2 videos out for the next week, you should be good. But it's all about stretching and block days. And yeah, what's a personal life? Because you're not gonna have one. I'm gonna be honest. At the start, you're not gonna have one. But definitely I would say do vlog days. They're so helpful. Super helpful. But yeah, no personal life. I promise you.
Well, personal life is really important to balance. You
Yeah.
got to get that in there because that's what is good for your mental health. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But remembering that this is basically this is your side hustle and you building it. Okay. This is your, hey, I have business in the front, party in the back, but the party in the back also includes a whole bunch of other stuff. And people always say, oh, content creation is so fun. You have a fun job. It is fun, but it's
Mm-hmm.
also a lot of work.
So
It's
much work.
exhausting sometimes. So remembering that you do need time for yourself too. Sometimes those block days can be cut to half a block day
You could do
if
half
you
a block.
can. If you
Mm-hmm.
can. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you're time managing as well.
Yes.
Um ooh, is there a time you ever post
Thanks.
content and felt too critical about it? If yes, how do you deal with it?
Hi, Neeks. Um, yes, multiple times, a lot of times. Especially the ones with the like super edits in them. I'm super critical on those because those are like the ultimate, my top tier ultimate content that I'm putting out because I put so much hours into them, and I will sit there and I will rewatch those videos and be like, oh, I mess up on this. I mess up on that. I mess up on this. And what I would do is take what I messed up on and I will apply it to the next video. So, oh man, I wasn't centered that whole video. Next video, I'm gonna put some X's on the floor so that I'm centered. You know, so stuff like that. That's usually how I handle being super critical about my content. Um, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And then sometimes I will put them out and everyone will love it, eat it up. So then I'm like, okay, maybe I was being too hard on myself. They like it, they love it. Okay, it's fine. And then I will still sit there and be like, all right, but next video we gotta do A, B, and C because it wasn't in this video. So I gotta fix it, you know? So it's just all about bettering yourself, honestly, when I'm being super hypercritical about myself. So yeah, yeah.
Well, shoot. What is my look?
Go ahead, Medusa.
What is something that you use to get yourself out of imposter syndrome moments?
Oh.
I'm sorry.
No,
They
because
just fall in. Look,
having
it's
it
my
at
lap.
DreamCon, dude. I was having it at DreamCon because I was like, and it happened to me the first DreamCon, the very first DreamCon,
Mm,
because it was my first con in general that I was there as like a regular guest, like a regular guest, because usually I used to work cons back, way back. So this was my first con, and this is my first time out and about after being a content creator. This is after the Real Housewives. This is after Omni Man. So like people knew who I was, but I was like, ain't no way these people know who I am. So when I got there and it was happening, I was like, this ain't for me. This is y'all not talking about no. No. But then I think handle it the way I handle it is by I don't know, like talking. I feel like talking to the people really when I'm like actually having conversation and they're like actually giving me details on what stuff they like about my stuff. I'm like, okay, so you really mess with my stuff. Okay, maybe I am doing something out here in the world. Maybe I am that person because hearing their feedback in person is a lot different from getting the comments. Because some people just leave comments, be like, "Oh, this is so cute," LOL, and go about their day. But when they're sitting in your face telling you, like, "No, I like your stuff. Like, I like when you did this. I like it when you do that," and I'm like, okay. Like, it's my stuff, you like my stuff, okay. It feels really good. So I think that's how I kind of handle it, by like just sitting there conversing and like really, because I will really talk to people. Because I remember in this last DreamCon, I sat outside talking to this girl for like, I'm gonna say 30 minutes straight, just about creating content in general. And like because she started off like saying like she's a big fan, we took pictures, but then we sat there and like really talked. And like I was like, oh, I love this. I love this. I love this. And it definitely gets me out of my imposter syndrome when I'm sitting there talking to them. Because it's like, no, they like know. They know what I do. They know it. They're big fans. They've been following me for forever or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I like this. I like this. This is good. This is good. So yeah. But Neeks, what did you let me see Neeks' comment.
Mhm. Oh,
Wait, I removed my content.
comment. Oh, yeah.
It makes me shy, scared to post. Nice, definitely a learning experience. Listen, don't remove any content because you never know when it's going to blow up. I promise you. Because sometimes there'll be like some old videos, and out of nowhere, Instagram will bump it or TikTok will bump it up, and then you get an influx of interaction. So don't delete anything. You think it look crazy? Trust me, somebody gonna love it. So keep it out. Keep your content out there, unless it's like something like you shouldn't be posting. Keep your content out there.
You shouldn't have posted it in the first place. Uh-huh.
Like if you
Yeah.
know it's not supposed to be up, then fine. But if
Yeah.
it's any other content, just keep it up. Don't get embarrassed. You got
Right.
this. You got this.
Right. Keep going. Because
Yeah.
that's the end goal is ooh, we just had a meeting the other day with Meta, and Meta, well, Facebook is one of the leading things that makes people go viral. Okay, it's literally the platform where we are started, which is why millennials hate it, and we hate it. Okay, we hate it.
It's we're
Ruined
done
some
with it.
friendships. Okay, it ruined friendships, but we didn't know how to treat it back then. You know what I mean?
No.
But that virability and understanding the virability, you know how like you'll go to your grandma's house and they'll show you a TikTok from like 8 months ago because it finally made its way to Facebook. It finally made its way to
Like,
Facebook.
Grandma, come on.
Yeah. But that's the thing is you never know who's gonna share what, where,
And when.
and when. Okay, so, and it could literally get yourself into the hands or into the sights of somebody who you really wanted to be in front of.
Mm-hmm.
So don't take down your content. Goon wants to ask who's Angela.
Nobody knows who Angela is.
I
I don't know who that person is.
But the real question is, can you ask her what got her into body art and what inspired her? See, that's how I know you just got here. So now you got to rewatch this VOD, okay? Because she
I'll do a
already
short.
said that.
I did. I'll do a short answer.
The
Halloween.
short answer. Yeah.
Legitimately Halloween.
That is the best
Halloween
shorthand.
is my favorite holiday. So yeah, Halloween for sure.
You said, "Hey, yo, who is Angela?"
I don't know.
But, bring back MySpace top 5. Yes.
Yes. Yes, please.
Let's see. And if you guys have any other questions, if not, I got a couple more. Like,
Of course you
I
do.
got a couple
You got
more,
good
but
questions too.
but I could save those for later.
Yeah. No,
Are you
you could.
hosting H-Ween party? Are you hosting a Halloween party?
No, because I will be at a con. Awa.
Yes,
Medusa?
sir.
Medusa, are you
I'm
going
gonna
to
be
Awa?
there. I'm gonna
Oh
be there.
yeah.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
there. We're gonna be
Yeah, you
working.
better.
We're gonna be there.
Yes.
But look, one thing about me is you either gonna see my name on there and I'm not there.
Oh my God. No, because if I see your name and you don't show up, I'm gonna be
there.
pissed.
There.
I'll be pissed. No, you know what? I'm gonna make sure to secure you being there by making sure you join our cosplay collab for Awa.
Well, we already talked about it. It's going down. And Princess and Stinky are coming. That's our favorite holiday. Halloween is our favorite. Absolute, like that's our family holiday. So excited, and she wants to be a makeup artist, so she's going to be doing, I'm teaching her some graphic effects and stuff. And we'll be, if y'all see me looking beat up, I promise you it's not real. Because we'll be practicing. So
yes.
we have some very gory looks coming. But this ain't about me, but we're gonna be at so, oh, I'm sorry, Awa, because I've been corrected on how to say it.
Man.
You know, because it's the A.
Awa.
A in Awa.
Man, they go somewhere.
Okay, so Secret Weapon says, Do you still get starstruck from bigger content creators now that you're up there with them? Just asking because I saw Berlizzi shopping at my old job and I was shocked.
Ah.
Uh, and it was how flustered you were. Man,
Okay,
do you?
okay. Um, I don't think I do, but I did for one person, and I brought them up a couple of times because it's my first time meeting her. But I wasn't starstruck to the part where it's like, it was just like in my head I was freaking out, but in my like out the exterior was cool, calm, and collected. But it was when I met Bree Hall at DreamCon. Met her for the first time, and like she had a mask on, and I was like, that's Bree Hall. So let me just start walking to that area. And I usually whenever I see someone that I like follow and it's my first time seeing them out in public, I'll do one of these where it's like to their direction, and then they'll do it too. And she responded, she's like, Evie, and I was like, oh, in my head I started freaking out. I was like, oh, she knows me, know me, she knows me. And I was the
That's so
little
funny.
Evie in me was freaking out, like I was going crazy. But I was like, oh my gosh, it's so nice meeting you in person. Like we hugged and like, oh, that, exchanging lots of love to each other basically. But in my head I was freaking out. But she's the only one. Everyone else been real calm and cool with them. Because I've met a lot of them. And I'm in like, and it's weird because I got thrown into meeting all of them last DreamCon, and that was my first time being introduced to this whole community, but in person basically.
Mhm.
And already being able to have my foot in the door to meet the bigger creators at that point was insane to me, because they were people that I looked up to. They were people that my little brother to this day obsesses over, and he's the reason why I like know a lot of them. So it's a very weird experience. But she was the legitimately first person I freaked out in my head when I met her. But
That's
yeah, it
dope.
was
That's
Free
dope.
Hall.
Okay, so now, disclaimer: we are clipping this. We're tagging her.
Thank
We're
you.
sending it to
Yes.
her.
Oh God.
But no,
She
that's
knows.
dope.
She knows. She knows.
Yeah, I think that is so cool, especially because her response to you lets you know that she's an actual human being. She's
Mm-hmm.
genuine, and she seems like a very, very dope person and personality in person. So for that energy to be matched and then it
It
exceed,
was.
it met who you thought she was, and then it
Yes.
exceeded it because she was so chill. And to think that, just like you're thinking, oh my God, she knows who I am. Imagine she's probably thinking the exact same thing. Oh my God, she knows who I am. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So that is always one of the weirdest kind of sensations. Like, oh shit, this person knows
You know
what?
Wait a
Yeah, like
minute.
what?
Am I
So
that nigga? Wow.
I was gonna say it. I was like, hold Brooke. Oh.
Am I?
It's perfect. I said, Nani? Down the hallway. That's it. So, have you had a convention that you want to get invited to? Which convention is the one you want to get invited to the most?
I have to do the big dog. But I know I'm new.
Of course.
I'm
Look,
new. Uh,
no.
Man, I have a
Yeah,
long way to go because that
no.
one's a big one. I would love to be invited to New York Comic Con. That is the one con I'm like, that's the big one, because like Cutie Pie Sensei, uh she's on she was on one of the panels, not the panels.
Mhm.
She was a judge for their cosplay competition, and once I've developed my skill in cosplay building, because I'm still not there yet, I would love for myself to get invited, or to even just walk across the stage and have her be a judge and like judge my cosplay, because I think what she does is amazing. And people don't realize, like, she's building everything. She builds everything from scratch. I
Mhm.
watched her in the documentary they had of cosplayers on Disney Plus with Marvel. I watched that breakdown and I was like, oh my god, she builds it.
Man,
She
she's who
prints
got
it
me
out.
into using air foam, the air
Hmm.
drying foam. She's who
Yeah,
got me into that.
she's
So
amazing.
that I was, and it was like before you could like get it from Play-Doh. Okay, all right. You can literally go to Michael's, go down the Play-Doh aisle in Crayola, and there's air drying clay
Yep.
for like $5 for a big ass, excuse my eco gel, for a big ass
Big ass cup.
container just like this, $5. Okay? So it's people like that who make the industry blossom and bloom like that
Yes.
and explode.
Yes.
So that is dope. I think that you have the potential to be up there this year. Just saying. But
She.
it's just me,
But
you
we'll
know,
see. We'll see. I'm gonna still apply.
make it
I'm gonna apply
happen.
every time. I'm gonna apply
Do it.
every time.
A no ain't gonna hurt nobody. Just letting y'all know, just because you applied for something, a no does not end your journey. A no just
Exactly.
says, hey, you may not be what I'm looking for right now, but
Right
keep
now.
applying because eventually you're going to be what I want. All
Yes.
right.
All the
And
time. Oh.
then this is one thing I'm going to say because you don't need nobody to tell you this, but I'm going to say this for everybody else here. Listen, that was a mom finger, excuse me.
Yeah.
But
I was like, oh, okay.
shit. But for those of y'all who are on that content creator journey and you're trying to figure out, "Ooh, is this dope enough?" Stop asking, "Is this dope enough?" "Damn, this is dope," or "This is what I can change." All right? Because if you don't feel like your content is dope or you don't feel like your content is funny or good, nobody else will. You have to like your
Yeah.
shit. If you don't like your shit, nobody's gonna like your shit.
Yeah. Like your shit.
Like your shit. Jom.
Oh my god.
At
Here you come. You know
one
what?
point,
Go
you know
ahead.
what? Never mind. I'm gonna
No,
take it
no. At
down.
one point, when did my hatred start? Well, John, you reignited the flame yesterday with the party, the John
Oh,
party, your John Jeopardy.
oh,
Yeah,
the Jeopardy.
you reignited my flame. Thank you. I was calm on Haitian man for a little bit, but now you just reignited it. So thank you. I'm back to hating them again. Nah. I don't hate Haitian men. I just know y'all ain't shit. What do you want from me? What do you want? There's the proof in the pudding. It don't matter if you're Haitian in Florida, Haitian in the motherland, Haitian in New York, Haitian anywhere. It could be anywhere. Y'all ain't shit. I've seen it too many times. Y'all have 3 families, okay? You have 3 families and you got them one in the islands, one in Florida, and then one in New York, sometimes one in Canada. So don't even start with me. Don't even start with me.
Okami said, look, what's
Yeah.
the dopest song that nobody agrees with you is dope?
Nobody? Listen, I got taste in music, but nobody don't agree. I'll do a K-pop song because I know a lot of people don't like K-pop. There's a yeah, you got K-pop stands, but not a lot of people mess with K-pop like that.
It's it.
So I will say it's Goodbye by Top and G Dragon. I feel like a lot of people like it, but people who don't listen to K-pop, they're not gonna mess with it. They're not gonna like it. So I will say that song. But it's such a good song. It's such a good song. I recommend it to anyone. But
What's your favorite K drama?
oh, Boys Over Flowers. But that was also my starter. But it is the one
That was
K
my
drama
starter
I
too.
go back to.
I'm on
I
that was
will.
my starter too. Uh,
I think everybody started with Boys Over Flower, and it kind of hooked us because I was sitting there. That love triangle had me in a tizzy for the longest. And then when the best friend, betrayed her, it was
spoiler.
oh snap!
Spoiler. Check out Boys Over Flowers.
My fault. But
But
yeah, that was a good drama. And I also liked Dream High. I know a lot of people didn't really mess with Dream High. it was more like it was kids in a high school that was just specifically about developing their skills to be artists, right? And so you're following all these groups of kids, and these are actual K-pop idols in the show. Like people from 2 p.m. were in the show. So like it was such a good drama, except for the part at the end, but it's okay. It's all right. Why he clip it?
No spoilers.
Why he clip it? But yeah, definitely watch Dream High if you like musical stuff, like almost like Glee, but better. And of course, Boys Over Flowers, hands down.
Hands.
Yeah, I think it's still on Netflix.
Was that the last K-drama you saw?
No, the last K-drama I saw was The Business Proposal. Oh,
look, Business Proposal is really good. That's
Business Proposal has me in a chokehold. I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, yeah.
We in this thing. We about to leave. But to leave on a great note, do we have any surprises coming from you?
Surprises? I can't tell y'all that.
Well, I mean, just one.
I mean, let me think. What do I have? Oh, I do have a surprise. I might be doing it tonight. Who knows? But if you follow me on TikTok, you will see the surprise because it's a new thing that they're incorporating in their app. And I was one of the few that got selected to do so. And you might also see it on Instagram, but I'm not really. We'll see. We'll see if it happens on Instagram, but it's definitely going to be happening on TikTok. So if you're following me on TikTok, make sure to look out for that. If you see me go live and it looks a little different.
Oh, did you get it? You got the thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
look, I know what she's talking about. However, that's dope as hell.
Yep. You're gonna see me there 2 to 3 times a week. So just be there or be square.
I'm so excited.
And yeah, I'm really excited. I might be trying to do it today. We'll see tonight. So we'll see.
That'll be fun. That's gonna be great.
I'm excited.
Okay. So if you do, in the event that you do go live, what time are you going live normally, and where can we find your content?
Well, you're talking about going live tonight?
Tonight or just and like normal. I said where tonight and where.
So tonight. Wait, let me check. Tonight, I want to say I will go live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys know I'm a late night streamer. Don't act like it's you're lucky it's not 11. Okay, so I will say 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be live tonight. I think it's gonna end up being both. I might as well just say it. I will be streaming officially on TikTok. I was streaming games because not a lot of creators can do that. I will be streaming games on TikTok tonight at 9 p.m. and it will also be on Twitch. I can do both. So I will be there 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you guys can find me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch at EVENSYA XO. But on Twitch, it's just EVENSYA. Just play it safe and just type in EVENSYA. It's usually going to be me. There's not really any other EVENSYAs out there in the world besides my cousin, but she spelled it different. But yeah, you can find me on all those platforms. And I usually try to stream, I want to say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And it's usually a late night stream. It's usually like 9 to midnight that I will start the stream. So just hope for the best. Put your notifications on so that you can find me. You'll get the notification that I'm on. All right, just stay on your toes. I'll just pop in any of those days. Okay.
Yeah, the notifications are A1.
Oh yeah, Daddy's home. Daddy's home.
Yeah.
Daddy's lap. Yeah.
That's it. That's the one. That's the one. And then oh goodness, and that's all platforms. You can find her here without the XO. Boom.
Yeah. Majority of the time is with the XO, so it's okay.
9 to 5, be in shambles.
I know, Aloe. I'm so sorry, Aloe.
That sounds so accurate. So accurate. But late night is whatever's the time that's right for you, do it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And even if you just show up, hey, I just showed up, popping up. Thank you, Liv. I appreciate you, by the way, in Okami. And popping in and saying hi. Please
Yes.
make sure you say hi to your content creators, the ones that are live and doing this all night. All night.
All
Okay.
night long.
We understand. So
Look at Aloe foot. You're absolutely right.
yo.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's definitely happened before.
You'd be like, you still on? And it only says an hour. So thank you
Yeah.
guys again. And you can find her later on tonight. Just make sure your notifications are on around 9, maybe, but usually around 9.
Yes.
And I will see you guys later. And thank you so much for being in the garden with us and
Yes.
hanging out. And
It was
look, Eve
amazing.
has a song for us.
Wait, what are you talking about?
You be singing?
What
Look.
song? I don't sing.
Dom is wild.
Dom, what are you talking about?
Just so y'all know, I wasn't making it up. It was John who did it.
Redeemed?
Okay.
What are you talking about? Oh, hell no. I am
Yeah.
not redeeming.
Redemptions are closed right now. Okay.
Oh, you're sick. You're sick, Dom. I will refund you back those points. You gotta be out here. Especially after yesterday, you ain't getting nothing from me. You are not getting nothing from me. You are not getting nothing from me. I have not been able to see the chat. I've had it on the restream. But I'm telling you this right now. John, you are not getting a single note from me. Yes. Try again next week. I'm gonna refund it. I'll refund it for you. Don't worry. I got you, King. I'll refund it. Yeah, payback for yesterday, how you treated me.
Oh my gosh.
You thought you were gonna win.
But we'll be back later on this evening, and I hope that you guys will tune in. Shoot, I might have to piggyback with her and see what horror game I'm gonna be hiding behind her chair while she's playing, because I have this much of scary left in me.
I need it. I need the scary stuff.
Liquid courage. But
Ooh,
I appreciate you.
Take a shot every time you die.
Oh Jesus, I'm dying a lot.
Yes,
I gotta get up tomorrow. I got stuff to do tomorrow. However, maybe Saturday. I ain't got nothing to do on Sunday.
Yes, I like that.
Perfect. So thank you guys. We'll be signing off. We still in here, but we'll be signing off, and we'll see you guys later. You guys have a great day. Please make sure you stay hydrated, stay prayed up, and always remember to water your flowers. And don't forget to always be yourself unless you suck, and you know exactly what sucks about you, so fucking fix it.